check matte highlight. Bam. Hey guys, it's Giselle and welcome back to my channel. And for today's video, I'm doing a realistic high school makeup tutorial, or like a back to school makeup tutorial. And I'm also going to be giving you guys some freshman advice or any high school advice to get you through the school year. Because I'm a senior in high school and I already have some tips and tricks up my sleeve. And if you're not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button down below. It would really help me a lot because I'm so close to my goal. And let's just get this video started. So the first thing I do after I wash my face is that I use the Cetaphil Oil Control Moisturizer. I've been using this moisturizer since I was in the 5th grade and it has never done me wrong. It works so good under makeup and it has SPF 30 and it helps with acne prone skin. So I'm just gonna dot that on my face. So yeah, I don't like to wear too much. So after the moisturizer sets into my skin, I like to use this Makeup Forever Step 1 Matte Primer. I have to use this every single day or I'm just gonna look like a greasy mess. So I'm just gonna dot that all over my face. Meanwhile, I should just be giving some advice. But first, let me put on my Maybelline Dream Fresh BB Cream. This BB cream is perfect if you're just starting to wear makeup at school and you just don't want like the full coverage like foundation look, and you just want something that's like perfect for every day and like breathable. So I just like to take a little dollop on my buffer brush and just pat that into my skin. So let me just talk about classes and grades and stuff. I thought I was a genius and I thought I could handle like so many hard AP and honors classes, but boy was I wrong. Like I overwhelmed myself during my freshman year with so many honors classes, like I couldn't even handle it. And I thought I was chilling, like, oh, freshman grades don't matter. But they do. When I applied to college and I got interviewed, they talked about my freshman year grades and I was so embarrassed because those grades were so bad and they were only freshman year, but my grades like got better throughout like high school because I just limited myself on like how many hard classes I took. Just a bit of advice, like don't take so many AP classes. Yeah, they're important for college and stuff and they can save you a lot of money, but you need sleep. You need some time to like breathe, you know what I mean? For concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer. This concealer is so good and this is perfect for like under eye concealer, especially if you're in high school and you don't get a lot of sleep. Like this is your best friend. It's just really sad seeing a bunch of like my friends and my classmates freak out about AP classes and AP tests and not care for their mental health, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm just saying this for like every high schooler. A lot of high schoolers don't get a lot of sleep and they're like up all night and they have no time for themselves, and it's just, that's like so important, you know? Grades are just, they're just a letter and your GPA is just a number, like they don't define you. So after I put on concealer, I immediately have to set it with this Benai banana powder. So I just tap it into the powder and tap, 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 tap. This banana powder, since it's yellow toned, it really brightens up your face as well and also makes your concealer stay in place all day long. So next I'm going in with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and this is a bulletproof concealer. I only take a little bit because I don't need that much coverage every day. It's just high school. I also want to talk about popularity. I've never been one to care about popularity at all. Like, not at all. Like, don't care. I just wanted to have a group of friends that actually cared about me. A lot of people go into high school like thinking, oh, I want to be popular, I want to be prom queen, I want to do this, I want to join ASB, I want to go to all the parties and stuff, like, and it doesn't matter at all. So to set my entire face, I like to use the NYX Mineral Set It and Don't Fret It Matte Finishing Powder. I like that name. And this is in the shade Medium Dark. I just like to pat, 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 then dust it off. Your grades are the bridge to your future. If you have good grades, you're gonna go to college, or you're gonna get into college at least. And if you get into a good college, you're gonna get a job. And that's your future, that's it. But high school, if you slack off, oh, this powder. If you slack off in high school and you only care about popularity and your friends, that's not gonna get you anywhere in life. The fact that you're prom queen, or if you have like this many friends, this many followers on Instagram or whatever, it's not gonna get you a job in the future. For bronzer, you can totally skip this part if you want to, but I'm using the Anastasia contour kit, a classic, and I'm taking this shade right here. I think this is Espresso. You absolutely don't have to wear that much makeup to school, but personally, I just love looking presentable and looking nice at school because it gives me a reason to wake up in the morning. I love waking up in the morning and being able to put on an outfit that I love. If you wear something you'll feel confident in, then your school day will be better for sure. So for blush, I'm using this e.l.f. blush palette, and this is the dark one, and I'm going to be using this shade right here. Now we're gonna do the brows. This is my holy grail eyebrow routine. I've talked about this eyebrow pencil. This is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer Pencil, because I run through Anastasia Brow Wizzes so like quickly, so this is a more convenient brow pencil. Another thing I've noticed about high school is that people like to morph into their friend groups. Like there's no originality anymore. They're all like the same kind of person. Freshman year, I used to change the way I acted around certain people just to be friends with them. And honestly, that's like the worst thing I did, because I became friends with the wrong people freshman year. But now like I'm chilling. When you have a friend group, like a certain friend group, people like define you by your friend group, which doesn't make sense. One of my friends told me that they couldn't put me in a group, like they couldn't define me by a friend group, which I wouldn't want to in the first place because I'm my own person, I'm not my friend group. Basically, the moral of the story is don't lose who you are, and if you don't know who you are yet, that's fine. That's the whole point of growing up in adolescence, finding yourself. Woohoo! But if you have trouble making friends, well, let me just talk about that for a second. Quality over quantity is so important. A lot of people you meet don't have the same mindset and intentions as you do. And especially in high school, because a lot of snakes. Having a lot of friends like seems really fun and stuff, but are they really gonna be there for you when you're like crying your eyes out? I don't know. A lot of people say that high school is the best time of your life, but it's only a small 4 years of your life. If you really peaked in high school, then that really sucks. There's so much more. There's 6 billion people in the world. There's so many other places you haven't seen, so many things you haven't experienced. Like, it's just high school. Like, don't get too caught up in all the drama and all like the grades and all the hard stuff. You're only like a teenager once, so like embrace it, but don't wrap your head around it too much, is what I'm trying to say. I forgot to mention what highlighter I used first, but I used the ColourPop Wisp highlighter, and now I'm using the Anastasia highlighter, and this is in 10K, and this is just like this gold highlighter. It doesn't matter if you don't have like eyeshadow, like a full face of makeup. If you have highlighter on your face, you already look put together, like your life is put together. So now I'm going to put on a little bit of eyeliner, and I actually haven't used this yet, and this is the MAC Brown Border Technicolor Liner. Brown eyeliner just makes your eyes like pop, but still keep it natural looking. So I'm just running that down my bottom lash line, just up to here, like on the edges, and I like to rub that in just to blend that out. And I'm also gonna try to put it on the outer corner of my eye as well. Another thing I want to talk about is boys. Like I said, again, with popularity, like, and boys, like, you shouldn't focus on that. Like, focus on your grades first, and then everything will come together. And if you don't have a boyfriend, that's totally fine. Like, I've still never had a boyfriend before. Things will come at the right time in your life. Don't stress about it too much. If I'm feeling a little spicy, then I'll contour my nose with my Tarte Social Butterfly bronzer, and I like to use this Morphe M458 brush, and I just pat it lightly onto the bronzer so I don't get too much product, and I just like to run it along the edge of my nose and try to make it look as natural as possible. A lot of people like to wear mascara, but personally, I hate wearing mascara to school. It's just uncomfortable to me. Like, I hate the feeling of clumpy mascara on my eyes. So I'm just gonna skip that step and go straight into lipstick. First, I'm going to put some chapstick on my lips, and this is the Chapstick Total Hydration Soothing Vanilla. And for lips, I have been loving this NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick. Oh my gosh. If you moisturize before, it won't dry out your lips, and it's super pigmented, and I just love the formula, and it stays on all day long. Like, it won't move. Now we're done! So that's it for this week's video. I hope you guys liked it, and I also hope you guys liked my advice for this video, because I feel like it was all over the place, but I hope it makes sense and I hope it helps you out. Please give this video a thumbs up if this helped you in any way, and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!